It's often been considered just a piece for choir and orchestra. And when you had dance, then you had the last muse, so you have all three. And that makes for a spectacle that's very different.
And spectacle is what we will get when Ballet Victoria and the Victoria Choral Society come together to perform Carl Orff's Carmina Burana. Last spring, the Victoria Symphony performed the famous opera, and Giuseppe Pietroia, music director of the Choral Society, prepared the choir.
Paul Distruber, the artistic director of Ballet Victoria, was at the performance, and he had already planned to choreograph Carmina Burana for their season, Ballet Victoria season this year. And when he heard it with live music, he thought, wouldn't it be great? Carl Orff has his own version of for two pianos and percussion, which doesn't take up that much room.
Room on stage being one of the more complicated factors to consider. With 114 singers, 3 soloists, 11 dancers, 2 pianists, and 4 percussionists, it's a tight fit on most stages. But when those 11 dancers need to spin and leap across the stage, it becomes a matter of careful configuration. Distruber's plan is to divide the depth of the stage in half, placing the choir and musicians at the very back with the dancers in front.
The space is divided by a scrim, and a scrim is like a mesh drop. And if you light the scrim from the front, then it becomes dark, and then you can't see what's behind it. But if you light behind the scrim, then you have that darkness, and then you see people appear.
Ensuring both the choir and dancers remain in sync is another consideration.
Dancers are very sensitive to tempo and making sure that it's pretty consistent all the time. With this particular piece, it seems like a lot of the faster movements, they like to take a little bit slower so that they have time to do all the choreography in it.
Whether you come for the dance or the music, this first-time collaboration between Ballet Victoria and the Victoria Choral Society promises to be spectacular. Shows run March 26th through 27th at Victoria's Royal Theatre. Gina Musso, Camosun Television News.